Ansu,
Okay, we're starting now. So today we're going to be describing appearance. So I chose to do task 2, what are they like? So it's adapted for high beginners to low intermediate students. It'll be directed towards high school students to adults, and it can be used in ESL or EFL classes. Okay. So today we're going to be learning about color and how to use color to describe skin, eyes, and hair. We'll also learn how to describe hair types and have different physical descriptive words and characteristic words to describe a person's personality. Okay? So our aim here is to use language of speculation to describe people. So the types of sentences we'll be using are he looks Indian, he seems to have red hair, or she could be smart. So our first sentence here, the phrase he looks or she looks, we normally use it when we're looking at somebody and we know for sure that they're that characteristic. So for example, Abby's hair is brown, or looks brown. I'm pretty sure Abby's hair is brown. I would use that phrasing. Okay? So for she or he seems, that's when you're not really sure whether that characteristic is true or not, but you're fairly certain. So for example, Abby's eyes are brown. They could be brown, they could be black, I'm not sure. You know, so that's how it seems from my perspective. So he or she could be, that's when you're really not sure what that characteristic is for that person. So just looking at someone, you could say, oh, he could be smart or she could be smart, but you don't really know. Does that make sense? Yeah, let's keep moving. So we're going to review colors. Do you guys remember we learned colors last week? Okay, so Nancy, can you tell me what color this is?
Red.
Okay, Abby?
Blue.
Okay, Nancy?
Yellow.
Okay, good. So now instead of just saying the color, we're going to say it in a sentence, okay? So you're going to say, it is red or it is blue, okay? So Abby, can you say what color this is?
It is purple.
Okay, good. Nancy?
It is brown.
Good. Abby?
It is orange.
Okay, Nancy?
It is green.
Good. Abby?
It is white.
Very good.
It is black.
Okay, good job. You guys remembered all your colors. I'm very impressed. Okay, so now we're going to talk about skin color, okay? So there's a whole bunch of different ways we can describe skin color. So we could say someone's white, we could say someone's tan, or someone's brown. We could say they have light skin, medium skin, or dark skin. We could also say someone is pale, meaning that they kind of have a less colored face, kind of faded looking. We could also say someone's red or flush, meaning they could be blushing, or if they just exercise, their face is kind of reddish colored. We could also say someone is fair, meaning that they have a clear or a nice looking face or complexion. Okay, so now we're going to practice, okay? So I'm going to ask you a question, and you guys are going to describe each other. So Nancy, would you like to go first? Okay, so what color is Abby's skin? And try to use one of these phrases that we have over here.
She has light skin.
Okay, very good. Now Abby, can you describe Nancy?
Her skin is brown.
Okay, very, very good. Your observation skills are on par. Okay, so now we're going to talk about eye color. Okay, so just like skin color, we can have a whole bunch of different eye colors. We can have blue, brown, green. Your eyes can even be red, like if you're sleep deprived or really, really angry, like you see in cartoons. You know, you could say someone's eyes are red. Your eye color could be gray, light blue. It could be brown, black, anything from those ranges. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, okay? So I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to describe what Nancy's eye color is, okay? So what color are Nancy's eyes?
Her eyes is brown.
Okay, that is an accurate description, Abby. But remember, we want to make sure our subject and our verb match, okay? So eyes is a plural noun, correct? So we want to make sure we have a plural verb as well. So the way you would say it is, Nancy's eyes are brown. Can you repeat that sentence?
Mm-hmm. Nancy's eyes are brown.
Very good. Does that make more sense?
Yes.
Okay, very, very good. I'm glad we clarified that. Okay, so now Nancy, can you describe Abby's eyes?
Her eyes seem brown.
Okay, very good. I like that you used a different sentence phrase. Okay, so now we're going to talk about hair color. So just like, you know, what we saw with eyes and skin, we can have a whole bunch of different hair colors. These are the more common ones, but of course you guys know you can dye your hair and get all sorts of crazy different colors. So the normal ones you see most often is black, blonde, brown, red, and gray, or you could say silver even. So now we're going to practice again. So Nancy, what color is Abby's hair?
Her hair looks brown.
Okay, very good. Now Abby, can you describe Nancy's hair?
She has black hair.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now we're going to talk about types of hair, okay? So we could say someone has straight hair, or someone has wavy hair, or they have really curly hair. You could say someone is bald, meaning that they have no hair at all. You could say if someone has short hair, medium hair, or long hair. You could also say someone has shiny or frizzy hair. So that's just the way their hair looks. So frizzy means it's like really big and poofy. And shiny means, you know, it looks kind of like a car. It's shiny on the outside. Okay, so let's practice. Okay, so Nancy, what does Abby's hair look like?
Her hair seems wavy and long.
Oh, that's very good. You used two different words that we've learned today. Good job. Now, Abby, can you describe Nancy?
Her hair is curly and long.
Okay, very good. So you also did the same thing. I'm glad you're picking up what we're learning. Okay. So some other physical words we can use to describe people are words like pretty, beautiful, handsome, ugly. You can describe how tall someone is by saying they're short, tall, or average sized. You could say someone is skinny or they're chubby. You could say someone has smooth skin or really rough skin. You could say someone looks strong versus someone who looks weak. Okay, so let's practice this as well. So I would like you to use a phrase that you haven't used yet. So Abby, could you describe Nancy using those other descriptive words?
She looks pretty.
Okay, that's really nice of you to say. Okay, Nancy, can you do the same thing?
She looks strong and tall.
Okay, very good. Very, very good. Okay. So these are some other physical descriptive words we can use, right? So not just describing someone's hair, skin color, or eye color. We can describe what they're wearing or some other facial aspects. So, for example, glasses. You know, I could say Nancy wears glasses, or I could say Abby does not have a mustache. You could also describe a person's shoes, the scarves, their hijabs, they're wearing jewelry or hats, anything like that. Okay? So some other words we can use to describe a person's character or their personality are words like smart, intelligent, or stupid, foolish. You could use nice versus mean, brave versus scared. You can also talk about age or gender or ethnicity. Like we saw in the very beginning, you could say that someone's ethnicity, for example, Abby looks Chinese. Not sure what's happening here. That's okay, we'll keep moving. So now we're gonna watch a short video of Scooby-Doo if it'll pull out.
The library will be closing in 10 minutes.
Sorry for the interruption,
Please bring all
guys.
final selections to the checkout desk at this time.
La biblioteca cerrará en 10 minutos. Favor de traer todas las selecciones finales al mostrador para pagar en este momento.
Okay, so sorry about that. Let's try to keep moving here. Let's see, hopefully this will come back up.
Do you have any way to edit that out?
We'll just keep going.
There's something called
Okay.
training.
Okay, so let's play this. Okay, let's stop here, okay? So now, Nancy, I want you to describe one of the characters that we just watched on Scooby-Doo and use some of the words that we just learned today.
Okay, Shaggy, he has short brown hair. He's wearing a green shirt and has brown pants. He seems to have black shoes, and he seems really scared.
Okay, very good. You're very observant. Those are all completely true. Okay, now Abby, can you describe a character?
I'm going to choose Velma. She has short brown hair also. She wears glasses. She wears a lot of orange sweater with
Yeah.
red skirt and I think orange shoes also.
Okay, good. Very good. You're also very observant. Okay, so now before we end class, you guys have been answering all the questions, right? But now I want you to ask a question. So you've heard all the different questions. So Nancy, I want you to ask a question about one of the characters to Abby, and then she's going to answer.
Okay. What color is Velma's skin?
So now Abby, can you answer?
Her skin is light.
Okay, very good. Now Abby, can you ask Nancy a question about one of the characters?
What was Shaggy's clothes like again?
He had a green shirt and brown pants and black shoes.
Okay, very good. All right, you guys did a really great job today. Do you have any questions? Okay, great. Thank you guys so much for being such great students. So you're going to have some homework over this.